those who are interested in Bible prophecy, it can seem a bit challenging to put together all the different verses in an effort to figure out what's going to happen in these last days. Fortunately, in the case of the Antichrist, the Bible does give us a number of specific descriptions to help us identify this figure. And the reason it does this is so that we don't follow him down the road to perdition.
The Antichrist is a pathological liar. In the Bible, the Antichrist is described as someone who cares so little for the truth that he is said to cast truth to the ground. Although lying certainly existed before Trump was president, he has single-handedly brought terms such as post-truth and truth decay into our everyday lexicon. He has done this by lying so often that he has, in essence, cast truth to the ground as if it was worthless, just like the Antichrist was prophesied to do.
They just said we should not go into Iraq.
Are you for invading Iraq?
Yeah, I guess so. I wish it was. I wish the first time it was done correctly.
I'm very pro-life.
I'm very pro-choice.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle? There has to be some form of punishment.
I am pro-choice in every respect.
She has no natural talent to be president.
She's very talented, and she has a husband that I also like very much.
Hillary Clinton was the worst Secretary of State in the history of the United States.
Hillary Clinton, how did she do as Secretary of State? Probably above and beyond everybody else.
Let's say Hillary is president.
Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I think she really works hard, and I think she does a good job, and I like her.
I will build the wall, and Mexico's going to pay for it, and they'll be happy to pay for it.
I'm not going to pay for that wall.
This guy used a filthy, disgusting word on television, and he should be ashamed of himself, and he should apologize, okay?
Listen, you because we tax you 25%.
I'm gonna bomb the We'll beat the out of them.
Political bull.
You're not gonna raise that price, you understand?
Donald, true or false, you've said the government should pay for everyone's health care?
That's false.
You've never said that.
Everybody's got to be covered.
Universal health care.
I am going to take care of everybody.
Who pays for it?
The government's going to pay for it, but we're going to save so much money on the other side.
Trump's desire to play hard and fast with the truth was a known fact for 40 years before his becoming president. His history is rife with dishonesty and outright deception. He exaggerated and twisted facts to such an extent that they became barely recognizable half-truths, if not outright falsehoods. He brought his penchant for dishonesty into the Oval Office as president, and now peddles his lies to an audience that values making liberal heads explode over hearing the truth. He speaks falsehoods so frequently that anyone listening to him should start with the assumption that he's probably lying. Before capitulating to Trump back in 2016, Ted Cruz accurately said this about Trump.
This man is a pathological liar. He doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. He lies practically every word that comes out of his mouth. And in a pattern that I think is straight out of a psychology textbook. His response is to accuse everybody else of lying. He accuses everybody on that debate stage of lying. And it's simply a mindless yell. Whatever he does, he accuses everyone else of doing. The man cannot tell the truth, but he combines it with being a narcissist. A narcissist at a level I don't think this country's ever seen.
He said I was in favor of Libya. I never discussed that subject. I was in favor of Libya. We would be so much better off if Gaddafi were in charge right now. Gaddafi in Libya is killing thousands of people. We should go in. We should stop this guy, which would be very easy and very quick. Stop him from doing it and save these lives. They're here illegally. You take them, they have to go back.
We have to show
some compassion. We just can't throw everybody out.
They have to
You're going to split up
illegally.
families.
Chuck,
You're going to deport children.
Chuck, no, we're going to keep the families together. We have to keep the families together.
But you're going to keep
But
them
they have
together
to
out.
go. But they have to go.
How do you throw somebody out that's lived in this country for 20 years?
North Korea has nukes. Japan has a problem with that. I mean, they have a big problem with it. Maybe they would, in fact, be better off if they defend themselves from North Korea. Maybe we would be better off, including with nukes. Yes, including with nukes.
They said, I want Japan to nuke. I want Japan to get nuclear weapons. Give me a break.
But if you say to Japan, yes, it's fine, you get nuclear weapons, South Korea, you as well, and Saudi Arabia says we want them too.
Can I be honest with you? It's going to happen anyway. So it's only a question of time.
The Bible says that the Antichrist will throw truth to the ground. The truth will fall to the ground because he will trample it underfoot. The Antichrist is a liar, a man who will speak lies continuously, and the people will accept him, and the people will believe in him. And even now we find people that are, no matter what Trump says, no matter how blatant he lies, no matter how he contradicts everything that is reality, they will accept his word as truth. Even if in their heart they know he's lying and they know it's not the truth, they will publicly, they'll say, look, he said it, that's where I stand. That's my reality, even if we all know it's not true. So this is what the Bible means when it says truth will fall to the ground. I mean, it's like truth doesn't matter anymore. It's like truth is not important anymore.
I'm a conservative person.
The Republicans are just too crazy right. I mean, just what's going on is just nuts.
Bush says, I do not believe he's a true conservative. These people are stupid.
Do you identify more as a Democrat or a Republican?
In many cases, I probably identify more as a Democrat. The economy does better under the Democrats than the Republicans.
I don't know anything about David Duke, okay? I don't know anything about what you're even talking about with white supremacy or white supremacists.
What do you see as the biggest problem with the Reform Party right now?
Well, you've got David Duke just joined. A bigot, a racist, a problem. I mean, this is not exactly the people you want in your party.
We've had many politicians who have lied, but we've never had one before like Donald Trump. Here's a man that absolutely revels in his lies, doubles down in any lie, and his lies are acceptable to his followers. And so we've never seen this before. This is a supernatural falling away that the Bible talks about, a great delusion where people don't love the truth. They say, I don't care about the truth. I don't have a love for the truth. I love Donald Trump. And so they don't love the truth, and so God has sent them a strong delusion, the Bible says, so that they will believe a lie, they'll believe anything, they'll fall for anything, because they didn't love the truth. They didn't put truth above Trump. They put Trump above the truth.
Wages too high. We're not going to be able to compete against the world. I hate to say it, but we have to leave it the way it is.
I don't know how people make it on $7.25 an hour. I would like to see an increase of some magnitude.
Do you believe voters have a right to see your tax returns before they make a final decision?
I don't think they do.
If I decide to run for office, I'll produce my tax returns, absolutely.
There have been many presidents that have not shown their tax returns.
But one thing I can promise you this, I will always tell you the truth. I will always tell you the truth.
Donald Trump lives in his own reality and he lies casually, but he's very, very good at it. He used to teach me, Stephanie, as long as you keep repeating something, it doesn't matter what you say. And I will bring us back to 2019 when Hurricane Dorian was coming, and Donald Trump wrote on a map that it was going to hit a part of the country that it wasn't going to really hit, even after being briefed by the National Weather Service. So this is something he's done over and over and over, and I really hope that people will understand that this is just what he does.
Mr. President, after 3.5 years, do you regret at all
all the lying you've done to the American people. On
All the what?
everything. All the lying, all the dishonesties.
That who has done?
You have done. Tens of thousands.
Go ahead, please. Please. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask about the payroll tax.